Hello everybody. So today we're going to take a short look of how we can directly compile to WASI with Go without using TinyGo. But without further ado, let's dive in. So let's take a closer look what we can do now. So first and foremost, our Go version needs to be on version 121. Then we have a simple file here, say my name, which when I do go run say my name, it will just do that, say my name. And now with the new version of Go, we can directly compile everything without using TinyGo. So I'm going to this command, very long command, go build, and then we are also giving the output file, and it should give me a say my name wasm, which I can again, as always, execute like this. So this works very nice. TinyGo would still also work, but yeah, we can now this with Go directly. So for the rest of the demo, I have a shortcut here, which is called Go WASI. So now something more sophisticated. We have a so-called REST service here. It's now also possible to build REST services directly with Go, or mostly directly, because instead of using the standard net library, we need to use this library from Stealth Rocket, which gives us compatibility with WASI. Other than that, the functions are pretty much the same. Yeah. So unfortunately, it's not possible to run this REST service with Go. This is not working. But again, we can compile this now with our Go WASI compiler directly to WASM. Here we go. And now, if we want to execute this with WASM time, that's again, unfortunately, not working. Why is that? Because WASM time is not supporting socket operations. For socket operations, we need a different runtime that's called WASM Edge that also supports this. So now if we say REST service WASM, and here I am, happily serving my endpoint. And if I go into the browser, I get hello from Go. Very interesting if we now take a look into our task manager, that we have a running process of WASM Edge with 221 megabytes. So at the end, we will see that WASM is nothing more than a virtual machine. And if we would spin up more of these services, we would get more of the processes here that also consume 200 megabytes. So that's WASM Edge. There is also an update of running WASM in Docker. For that, you need to take care that this features in development, that you have this box tick, use containerd and the enable WASM, because what we will see if we take a look at our build file here, it will basically also run everything inside Docker, but Docker will also leverage WASM Edge for this. So let's give this a spin. Docker build sh, it will build the file and it will run the file inside Docker. So this is what we see here. We get the same result. And if we take a look into Docker stats, no, not that one. If we take a look into Docker stats, we see that our REST service is running here. Half of the memory we had directly under macOS, but still it consumes memory. So if we would take a look at a Go service, a native Go service, this only consumes 4 megabytes of RAM. So just remember that at the end of the day, WASM is also just running inside a virtual machine, which of course gives us the opportunity to have platform independent code. So that's what we already can do with going for compiling with Go directly now to WASI without TinyGo. There are other use cases like Spin. I showed you in my other video. So Spin is a framework for building microservices with WASM. There's also an update here, but unfortunately for that, we still need TinyGo to do. So what I will do here now is spin new, which helps us to create a new project. I say http go. I give it the name test. And it will now create some files here. What is very important, if you already had Spin installed, and even if you update the binary, There is something else you need to do. So this command, that's very important. This will also update the templates. If you don't execute this, even if you have a new spin binary, you're using very, very old templates, which will be incompatible. And now if we take a look into our TOML file, which we need to build the application here, we see this is still using TinyGo. So if I go to test and I say spin build, it's also possible that we just execute the TinyGo command. It will build the application. And if we say spin up, it will also be able to execute the application. And I'm hello from Fermion. So this is also an alternative. What you have to keep in mind for the compatibility of Go version 121, you need TinyGo 0.29. There is a newer version which I was not able to get working. And that's it already for now. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.